Howdy, welcome to a new video. I'm so excited to share some things with you guys because I got to go to the Goodwill bins for the first time ever. My city recently got like a Goodwill bin store probably like a year or two ago, and my stepmom is actually a vintage and antique seller person. Like she has like a couple antique booths and whatnot, so she frequently goes there. And yesterday she offered to take me along, and I had some spending money and I got a lot of cool shit. And plus I kind of just want to talk about my experience because it was kind of bonkers, like how everything is at a bin store compared to like a regular Goodwill thrift store, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna address it right here. I'm a disabled girly, and since we were out for so long, I'm in a lot of pain today, and also I'm having some sensory issues, so I probably won't be looking into the camera very often. I'll probably be looking around, and yeah, it's just because I had a lot of fun yesterday, but it was a lot of exercise, so I very much feel it. But yeah, I'm gonna quit yapping and I'm gonna show you guys some of the clothes that I got at the Goodwill bins. So all of the clothes besides one t-shirt that I got, they were all at the bins. So first I found this little faded glory tank top. I wear the heck out of this style of tank top, the like cotton ribbed ones. I wear these under crop tops when I don't feel like showing my stomach. I wear them on my own when it's really hot. But I loved this red paisley print. And this was labeled $3.99, but again, this was at the bin, so they were charging based on pound, like how much your cart was. Give me 1 second. I had to let the dog go in, sorry. But yeah, if you see the tags, I'm not gonna mention the price because again, it's not accurate. But yeah, cute little tank top. The thing I got were some Old Navy. I believe these are actual boxers because I think they do, yeah, they have like the hole right here. However, I'm gonna wear these as shorts. I'm a bit heat intolerant, so I don't care that these are boxers. I feel like they can pass as like shorts when I go out. And yeah, I'm just gonna be really mindful about the hole. I might like maybe sew it up later or something. But yeah. You will see that I have a lot of plaid things. I've been having an obsession with it and I don't know what's going on. This is something that I almost put back because I'm not sure fully how I'm going to style it. It says it's We the Free, and it's this kind of bolero pullover with like this ruffle detail, and it's this really pretty smoky lavender color, as you can see, compared to my lilac walls. But yeah, it's kind of oversized, but a part of me really likes that. But yeah, I got this so I can layer over things. And since it was at the bins, I was like, well, it's gonna go in a landfill anyway. So if I end up not getting a lot of use out of it, I can just redonate it and hopefully somebody else will like it. Next is something that I actually got for me and my partner because we share a lot of t-shirts. This is just your standard Hanes, dang, what do you call this fabric? It's just a plain black Henley long sleeve. Again, this is a basic that I will wear all year round because the material is thin enough that I could wear a pair of shorts with this in the summer. And what's funny is that my partner, he likes more form-fitting things and I like oversized. So if I get the shirt in a large or if it's like a decent size medium, we can actually share clothes. So yeah, good staple. It's super soft. I love Henley. Now these pants that I got, I was so excited because my stepmom actually, I think she owns a pair of these pants and she actually thrifted them too. But yeah, these are called, what is this brand? It's Sincerely Jules, and they're just these like cargo pants, but they're kind of cozy because they have the stretchy waist. And there's so many good working pockets. I say that there's only 2 pockets, but like they're actually deep. And in the back, and then on the bottom, they have a ruffle. Or not a ruffle, like another cinchered thing. And yeah, they're just really, really nice, sturdy cargo pants. But they're more comfy because they have the like sweatpants style. I love these because these are pants that like you can dress them up or down. Like they're cozy enough that I could just wear them around the house, but I could also like put on a nice top and go out and wear these. Yeah. And they feel really good quality too. So yeah, happy find. I was really focused on mostly finding pants for this thrifting trip because I don't actually own a lot of decent pants. I'm very much a like streetwear, fitness wear, lounge wear, that kind of thing. But I want pants where I can like wear them out and they look nice, but also wear them at home and be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm repeating myself. But yeah, most of my pants have like paint stains and lots of holes in them. So I'm really happy with all of the pants that I've found. Speaking of pants and plaid, these are just some, they're like leggings, but like leggings style plaid pants. I believe they might be high-waisted and they're straight-legged. And yeah, they're a really nice material. I don't know if I will get much wear with them during the summer only because they are fleece lined. But they're super cute. I actually like the gold detailing on them because I wear mixed metals. Yeah, super cute. One of my gems fell off. Oh yeah, here's my nails. I need to glue this bow back on though. Next up is actually this really cute, it's like overall style dress, but it's like straight down and it has this gridding pattern. I've also really been into this pattern. I don't know what you would call this. Would you just call this like grid? Because it's not plaid, because it's not multiple colors. I don't know. This is super cute. I really like the O-ring detail. And what's funny is that I think this is my 3rd overall dress. So that's a sign that I need to wear my other dresses more often. Also pockets. This does have pockets. Next up is this really cozy and soft, again, plaid skirt. I don't wear them too often, but I really like cozy skirts like this because I can wear them with oversized tees and they're still really comfy and cute feeling. This is from the Loft, which isn't Loft like kind of fancy or like higher price. It's for like business people or something. I don't know. It's the perfect size for me. And I'm excited to wear it. I need to wear dresses and skirts more often because I like looking really feminine and dressing feminine, but I'm such a sensory girly that I would just rather wear leggings or like oversized pants. But I need to change that. Next up is another shirt that me and my partner can wear, and this one was technically not found at the bins. This was actually at the regular Goodwill store. because our Goodwill bins is located in like it's like the Goodwill factory basically. Like we have one of the factory locations where I live. So it's like donation center, the store, and the bins. And yeah, I found this at the store, and it's just a really oversized black t-shirt with this cool double dragon print on it. I love this like traditional style of dragon, and it's a really big large, so my partner and I are gonna probably share it. I'll share the price of this one. This one was $3.99. But yeah, I want to wear this with like really cute tights or something, because it'll be long enough that it'll be almost like a dress on me. I think that'll be super cute. And I think this is the last clothing piece, and this was at the bins, but I found this is just your standard distressed looking black hoodie. I don't know, and it has these like worn down details on it, and it's nice and thin, so I can get away with wearing this in the spring and summer. Yeah, I've just been wanting more oversized hoodies with pockets in the front. So this was, I believe this was actually the first clothing item that I found, and I was like, hell yeah, because I actually need this. Can't wait to wash all of those and be able to wear them. But now I'm gonna move on to more of like the physical items. First, to get it out of the way, I found a freaking caboodle. Look at this, and look how good condition she's in. This was at the regular Goodwill store, so this was only $2.99, and she still is in good condition. Like her button thing works if I can open it. Or not button, lock. So the lock still works, and you open it. And this one's even pretty clean on the inside. And you open it like this. And I grabbed this because I have another one, and it stores all of my makeup, except now I'm getting to a point where a lot of my makeup storage, like it's not fitting in there. So when I saw this, I just got so excited because now all of my makeup will have designated spaces. But yeah, I love a good caboodle, good storage, very cute. This right here was found at the bins, and it's just a little tray. I actually collect a lot of things that, like home decor stuff that has like these vintage looking, like gardening prints on them. Like it'll be like wildflowers, sunflowers, 25-cent seed or whatever. Yeah. I love a good tray. These are multi-use. Stick my craft stuff, stick my weed stuff, stick all your stuff on it, carry around stuff. Good thing to have, thought it was cute, I grabbed it. Next up is this disgusting, freaking stained elephant plushie. Okay, the only reason why I got this little dude is because it kept following me around everywhere. Like people would like dig through the bins, and then I would dig them, and then he would be there, and then they would move it around, or somebody would grab it and then flop it, and then I would find it again. And that happened 3 times. And so by the 3rd time, I was like, you know what? Maybe this is a sign that you need to come home with me. I don't know, it's just a cute elephant. Look at the little sparkly eyeballs. Definitely gonna wash her though. Disgusting. All of this stuff is gonna get washed and sanitized. All right. So now I got some little things to show you guys. I actually also found this camo bag at the bins, and it was kind of convenient because I started putting all of my tchotchke stuff in here that I would find. I always need a tote bag. I fill these up so fast with things. Next up is this. Oops, trigger warning for people that have like a clown phobia. I was so excited when I found this. This is like one of those Halloween masks that you would find at Spirit Halloween. And I was excited to find this because a couple years ago, like me and my partner went to Spirit Halloween around Halloween time because we had a coupon, and I was going to get either this mask or this like Devil Man mask that I have. And I ended up picking the Devilman mask, but I also really liked this one. And now I have a chance to own it again. And this was only like a step away from going to a landfill, so I'm glad I found it because, yeah, this is going on my wall and will be appreciated for a really long time. Next up is this, it's an Ipsy bag, but it has Gudetama in it. And Gudetama is probably one of my top 3 favorite Sanrio characters. And my stepmom actually found this. And again, it's kind of like the tote bag situation where I'm always needing to get stuff like this because I fill them up really fast with stuff. They're just useful. This right here is full of some neat stuff, and I found this at the Goodwill bins. So what these are is that these are for Instax cameras. And I actually own and regularly use an Instax camera. And yeah, so basically it comes with these little camera filters that you would stick over the lens. And inside here are like decorative frames. So you can like decorate them and put all your like pretty pictures in it. And yeah, I grabbed these because I will definitely use these. I'll even use these for other purposes besides the photos. Like I would use these in my junk journaling and like other journaling crafts. So yeah, super neat find. Again, it's like a step away from a landfill and I'm gonna use the heck out of these. So I'm glad I picked them up. This is another crafting item that I found at the bins. These are just some little mini needle nose pliers. Again, this is something that I just really needed. And I was shocked when I found them. Now I don't have to go spend like $2 or $3 on like a single one when I have 3 right here. The next up are a couple little like toy tchotchke items that I found at the bins. First up, again, this was something that my stepmom found. This is a little Tokidoki figurine. I collect Tokidoki stuff and I don't have this figurine. So she doesn't weigh anything basically. So yeah, I just threw her in there. She's cute. Next up is this little weirdo. Yeah, my partner looked up, apparently this comes with like a Play-Doh set. I don't know, it's just really cute. It reminds me of like a slime monster from a video game, kind of like in Stardew Valley. And the colors were super cute. I think there's a way that you can open this up so you could store whatever you want in it. Stick your feet in it. And next up is a super cute figurine. And it's this little bear. And it's like a bear and some ice cream. I love little cute style things like this. Apparently this is from like a blind bag toy franchise or something. I don't know, he was just too cute. And this is another thing that my stepmom found where I was like, you know what, I'll take him. And plus he kind of matches with this weird slime entity. I don't know, they'll just be really cute on a display shelf. Now the last tchotchke that I found at the bins is a good one, but I have to really clean it up. Ba-ba-da-ba. Sorry, y'all are probably looking at this like, that is disgusting. Why do you want that? And I'm so embarrassed because I can't even remember what these are called. This toy line is made by the same company that makes the My Little Pony. So I believe these came out in the 80s. Oh yeah, so it actually says on here, 1987 Hasbro Inc. And yeah, I forgot what the toy line's called, but they're these really cute bird toys that will have like kind of like a cutie mark on them and then these gorgeous furry tails. I don't know. I know that these are kind of hard to find and I do collect some vintage toys. And when I saw her, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab her and I'm gonna try and learn how to fix doll hair. I know there's ways that you can do it with like boiling water and conditioner And yeah, I think I'm just gonna fix her hair up. And she's gonna be another one of those things where she's just gonna be really cute and displayed on a shelf. But yeah, I thought this was a really cool find because again, it's just like one of those collector toys that a lot of people I know like them. Again, she's damaged, but I don't really care. She's for me. We're almost done. The last couple items that I'm going to show you are actually items that I found at a local thrift store. And what's cool is that this local thrift store is owned by the company that handles all of my mental health stuff. It's like the organization that like I have my psych, my therapist, I have a caseworker. They're all based around this organization and they have a thrift store. And I hadn't been to it in probably a good 3 or 4 years because I moved away from the area that it's located in. So I just don't go to that part of town very often. But me and Rico wanted to go, and I did find some cool stuff. Okay, actually, this first thing that I'm showing you was at the Goodwill, but whatever. This is a Nug mug. It's so funny to me. I was like, it's just sitting there. I was like, are these clouds with lightning bolts? No, it's a Nug mug. Yeah. Love a cute mug. I thought this was funny too. Okay, back to the local thrift store. This is just a little silly, goofy bag of decorative pink bows. It was $1, and it definitely looks like something that you could order on like Temu or AliExpress based on the little barcode thing. And I don't mind because it's a craft item. It was just $1, and I'll use the heck out of these in multiple crafts. Yeah, just grab that. Next, I found this Tokidoki plushie. Again, I collect Tokidoki. I don't know this character's name, but I do really, really like him. I love the milk characters. The cow milk themed unicorno. That one's actually my favorite Sanrio character. Or not Sanrio, favorite Tokidoki character. But yeah, I saw this. All of their plushies were like 50 cents. And yeah, I grabbed them. Okay, and the last thing that I'm going to show you guys, and I'm so excited. This is probably my favorite thing that I got at the local thrift store, not the bins. Well, I love clowns and I collect a lot of things, honestly. I promise I'm not a hoarder. I just like a lot of shit. But yeah, they brought this clown out as we were like in line checking out. And what's funny is that I was going to get something else, but it was something that I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about paying this price for it, even though it's thrifted. But whenever I saw this and the price tag was 10 bucks, I just immediately put that item back and grabbed him. Like I was like, oh, you're going home with me. And yeah, he's a little beat up. He's missing a hand. And I gotta fix the little display thing. But yeah, he's so cute. This is also like the colors of him. I love this color scheme with the pastel colors and this antique gold. But yeah, I can't wait to clean him up, and I'm definitely gonna hang him somewhere. I'm just not sure yet. But yeah, that's my little thrifting haul. Yeah, the Goodwill bins experience was super fun. We left, well, Noriko picked me up. Noriko's my stepmom. Noriko picked me up at around 10:30, and then we didn't get home, or I didn't get dropped off until like 4. So we were out for a long time, and I think that's why I'm extra sore today, because I also forgot to wear my compression socks. Yeah, so it was exhausting, but it was so much fun. I get why people like going to the bins because it's almost like gambling in a way, because because it's like, for one, you have to race people because all of the reseller people, they really do. They're so fast. Everybody lines up as they're bringing the bins out. And then once they say go, everybody's just like, whew, and like they grab everything. So I just took my sweet time. I just walked around with I brought some gardening gloves to protect my hands, and my nails survived it. I didn't lose a charm until just now, which is so funny. But yeah, it was just fun, like digging through the bins and then waiting to see like the new stuff that they would bring. And I think we did about 2 or 3 rounds of stuff, you know? Yeah. It was a lot of fun. But I'm gonna go back to being super frugal again. Because I'm really glad with all the stuff that I got, especially the clothing items. Like I probably don't need to buy clothes for a while now. Okay, I'm gonna go for now. I just really wanted to share those things with you guys. I'm not sure what we're gonna get up to this week. I do have some pretty important medical appointments coming up this week. I'm a little nervous, but not really because it's supposed to be good for me. Maybe I'll tell you guys about that. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to get into art-wise this week. But yeah, I'm going to go. I'm trying to motivate myself to do some house chores. And then today's actually the 4th of July. I'm not a patriotic person though. But since it is a holiday, I'm going to try and take it easy and just pitter-patter clean. I will check back in with you guys soon. the last day of the week for filming. This week was really fun, but I feel like I didn't get a lot of footage again. Don't know what that's about. Also, yesterday was so weird because I was so motivated to do different little arts and craft things, but then I wouldn't be able to find like a specific art supply that I needed, and it was just so frustrating. Anyways, here's where I'm at in my sketchbook. This is in a previous video, but this drawing here was done 10 years ago when I was on a study abroad trip in Italy. And yeah, I recently turned her and these two little Cupid guys, well, one of the Cupid guys, into some Shrinky Dink charms. And then here's the next page. So I was wanting to turn this guy into a Shrinky Dink, but I couldn't find my Shrinky Dink paper, which is so annoying. But at least I drew him, so he's ready to go. All I have to do is like retrace him, and then I have to color and heat the shrink paper. So yeah, I have no idea where I put it. I really gotta go dig for it. But this is how far I got. So I'm still gonna work on that. Yeah, and then along with the Shrinky Dink paper, I lost a freaking really important sticker that I wanted to use on my regular everyday notebook. And I can't find it. And so it kind of like defeated the purpose of me doing the sticker portion of this video. I did collect all of the stickers that I plan on using in the future. So there's that. I guess I got that done. So it's like I kind of set up for things to get moving in certain projects. I just didn't get to like hyper focus and create too much. Earlier in the vlog, I mentioned that I might do some like medical talk, and that is because I started OMM therapy this week. So yeah, I don't know if it's like, I'm not gonna talk about a lot of like sad, heavy stuff or anything health-wise, but if that's stuff that like bothers you, you can like go ahead and skip to the end or just exit the video. That doesn't bother me. I don't want to like upset anybody by bringing up medical stuff if that makes them uncomfortable. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what OMM stands for. And I have this silly, goofy thing where I have to say it with a really, really heavy Southern accent. I'm so sorry. Osteopathic manipulative medicine. You know, the diabetes guy. I always have to say things with that accent now when it's like a medical term. Anyway, osteopathic manipulative medicine. I had never heard of it before. I recently had to switch doctors because my previous doctor moved to a different clinic. And my new doctor just kind of casually mentioned it to me, where he was like, hey, have you ever heard of this before? And would you just be open to try it? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I'm down for anything. With all of the different conditions that I have, a lot of my medical treatment is just like constant maintenance. And so if my doctor is like, do you want to try something and see if it improves anything? Like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Especially if like they're going to cover it by insurance. Okay, this is freaking America. Like, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that if I can. Yeah, so yesterday was technically my first appointment, and I go to a clinic that has student nurses. But they've been great so far. And yeah, so I hung out with the nurse and saw my new doctor lady. And it was a really interesting and cool experience. Based on how my 2 appointments have gone, it seems like OMM is like what the practice of chiropractic is supposed to be. Like, I've never been to a chiropractor, and I am like a suspect Ehlers-Danlos syndrome girly. I have a cool appointment coming up soon that I'm going to talk about in this video too, but that relates to that. But anyways, I have a lot of really bad hypermobility in my body, and I'm not allowed to go to like an actual chiropractor. They could do much more harm to my body because it's easy for me to have like muscle injury and also joint issues. Like I can have, like I sometimes have issues with my joints trying to dislocate, things like that. And so chiropractor is a no-go, but the OMM people, it was like an actual doctor that is trained to do hands-on medicine similar to like what a chiropractor does, but not really. Does that make sense? Basically, the doctor, instead of just like prescribing a medication or referring to like an outside physical therapy unit, they themselves are trained to be able to touch certain parts of the body or move and stretch certain parts of the body in order to ease pain, ease nerve damage, to help strengthen or give more, what's it called? Yeah, I guess strengthen. Like stability, to help you with like stability and whatnot. But they're using like their actual hands to like either massage or hold the body in certain directions that trigger it. Kind of like a chiropractor, because you know, if you're like your neck hurts, the chiropractor's like, well, you know, it's kind of like what they do, but no. Yeah. But it was really cool. Basically, it was like the nurses and the doctors just doing like different massages and feeling around my various joint areas. My problem areas is that both my coat hanger area, so like my neck and shoulder area, and then also my hip and pelvic floor area are very weak and not very stable, and I feel like I'm walking on stilts. And they were able to like go in those areas and kind of just like manipulate and massage around. It was kind of like, yeah, like getting a massage. And it was almost kind of like what I would imagine maybe acupuncture would be like, because they would explain to me like, hey, there's like this area by in between like these muscles or whatever, where if you press it in a certain way with a certain amount of pressure, it'll trigger this nerve or this thing in your nervous system to like lessen the pain in that area. It was just really, really interesting. And I feel like that's kind of like what, I've never done acupuncture, but maybe that's kind of similar to acupuncture, where they're literally going in and hitting these like little nerve points in your body. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. A lot of medical folks and chronically ill folks, we use like the 1 to 10 scale for pain. And my daily average is always 5 or higher. I'm typically between a 5 and a 7 at all times. And they were able to get my shoulder blade pain down to like a 4. And I was like, whoa. And it was so funny because after they did all the pressing around, I kept having to shimmy, and like they could hear like bones popping and stuff. And they were like, well, yeah, because like your muscles are starting to finally untense so much back there. So now your like joints and stuff are being able to be like, oh, I can rest and sit in a correct position. And yeah, it was very interesting. Now, what can I say is that I guess you only go to these appointments like once a month. So the pain management techniques are definitely not that long term, but the goal is that we ease the pain over time so that I can get back into doing more physical activities. One of the main things that I really, really want to do, and I feel like I've mentioned it in past videos, is that I really want to do water therapy again. Not like the actual therapy, but I want to be able to have access to a gym that has a therapy pool, because that's been the only form of exercise that I've been able to do where I actually feel safe while I'm doing it. Like I don't feel like I'm gonna accidentally injure myself. But yeah, my doctor and then the people that I have like my primary care doctor and then the regular people that I'm starting to see at the OMM stuff, they recommended that like, yeah, actually you should, like if you want to and you really want to do it, you should go back and do it, even if it's like once a week. So that's my current goal now, is that I'm gonna go around and see what are the rates for different gym memberships. I know there's a YMCA where I live that has a therapy pool, so I'm gonna start there and see if maybe like they give discounts or have like just lower rates. Because I can't use anything else, you know. It's like I'm only gonna need a therapy pool. Um, but yeah, that was really fun. I'm really exhausted, but it's all just from sleep deprivation because I'm not used to having, we're down to one vehicle, so I've been having to get up at like 6 a.m. every day so I can take my partner to work so I can make it to my appointments. And I'm not used to forcing myself to wake up that early, and sometimes I'm really flared up during the appointments. But yeah, OMM interesting. Another thing too is that I had no idea what to expect. So whenever I was thinking like when I was thinking a form of like therapy, hands-on therapy, I was comparing it to actual physical therapy where you do your appointment and they're like, hey, now for the next couple days, you better not do much because you're gonna feel like shit because you did a lot of exercising. I thought that's what was gonna happen today. Like I came in expecting to work out, but it was actually kind of like really relaxing. And I mean, it's a little uncomfortable because you're having somebody poking and prodding in all of like your worst pain spots on your body. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I'm excited to keep going to it. And yeah, hopefully I can try and get a therapy pool gym membership soon. Oh, the next thing that I wanted to talk about was like diagnosis condition stuff. So out of all the doctors and all the specialists that I have seen, all of them are like, you are definitely a candidate for someone that could get the genetic testing because you have all the markers for someone that would have this. But for Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, there's actually, I think, like 13 or 14 subtypes. I can't remember. And what's frustrating is that the most common subtype, which is hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, that specific type doesn't have like a genetic marker right now or something like that. So what you have to do in the medical system is that they have to test for all 14 or whatever, 13, how many there are. And then if you genetically don't hit any of those, based on some other criteria that they do, they would diagnose you with the hypermobile version. Apparently, there's also another condition called hypermobile spectrum disorder. But all of the different people that I've seen, they've told me that I lean more to the EDS side, but apparently hypermobile spectrum disorder, they have like really similar symptoms. So, and I'm sure that's what would happen is that if I didn't meet certain criteria, they would probably end up diagnosing me with HSD, hypermobile spectrum disorder. But yeah, so I have a really cool appointment coming up, and I'm so excited because I had to schedule this appointment last year with a different doctor, and it's with a geneticist. And where I live, it's really hard to get appointments with them because there's not that many. So you have to wait like a good year, sometimes 2 years after scheduling an appointment to even get in to see them. And that's what happened with me. But yeah, next month I go see them, and yeah, we're gonna have a discussion about, you know, the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome testing. I'm also probably gonna ask about testing for possible comorbidities, like mast cell, and like other stuff. I still gotta do more research on that. And there's a chance that I might be able to go through with it and be able to afford it. So I'm really hoping. That's another thing too, is that where I live, there's only so many like specialists that like really work with EDS patients. And a lot of the people who do the testing, they don't take insurance. And like I'm on like Medicaid, what is it, Medicaid? Yeah, like I'm on like government health care too, so it's like I can't I can't really afford the how many possible $1,000 that I would need to do the testing. But there's a chance that I'm gonna be able to do it. It's like I've been holding off talking about it because I don't want to jinx it. Because I know there's other options for me to get that testing done. I just wanted to see if going, like doing the proper steps and going through the healthcare system would be a good option or not. So what happens when you live in like a medical graveyard state is that those kinds of things are difficult sometimes. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I'm excited, but I'm also a little hopeful. Um, I mean, there's like no cure for all the illnesses that I have. Like I also have fibromyalgia. I have chronic fatigue syndrome. I have to always check my thyroid because they said at some point I could develop Hashimoto's and all this other, there's just all this other stuff going on. Digestive health, you name it. But yeah, I'm past, well, not fully past, but the past 4 or 5 years after having to quit my dream career from illness, I'm starting to fully achieve the goal, or I guess like the chapter in my life where once I finally have like this proper list of diagnoses, I'm gonna feel so much more comfortable and better about management, because someone like me who's disabled or who has like chronic illness or chronic pain all the time, there's no cure. That stuff's not gonna go away, but there's things that you can do like maintenance in your like health routine that'll improve and make the quality of life better. And that's where I'm at. I had to take those years to deal with really severe autistic burnout and trauma and really severe grief. But I don't know, I'm entering the chapter of my life where like, heck yeah. Because the geneticist appointment is super important to me because I'm a little traumatized girly. I have complex PTSD, so I honestly need the diagnosis for my mental health. I didn't get these diagnoses until I was already an adult. Like I was 27, 28 years old. And so the damage had been done. But yeah, it was a lot of grief. And I took the time, and now things just feel much easier to handle. And that's fun. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Really frustrated about all the art project stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close this vlog. My house is filthy and I have to do house chores today. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you. I'd also really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button for me because it helps me out. If you don't got shit to say, how about you comment some, I don't know, just comment some of your like most recent emojis that you used, I guess. Can't really think of a theme for this week or this video. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.